You've seen it. Your application is fast in development, but at the moment where you hit 1,000,000 records, you hit a wall and the query is slow. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how I take a query from scanning 1,000,000 documents and optimize it down to a single index seek. We are going to walk through a 3-step method to improve MongoDB query performance, looking at modeling, indexing, and projection. Let's dive in. We have 4 collections: customers, products, order, and order line for an e-commerce application. I will create those collections with a sample of data and we will run a query on it. We start with a normalized model. This is what you do when you come from a SQL database, for example. You will have a collection for customers. I insert a customer there. You have a collection for products with a title here. Those are books, an author, and a price. And I have 3 products that I insert here. And now that I have products and customers, I can start to enter an order. Here is the order with a customer ID that references the customer collection, an order date, a status, and for the products that are ordered, this is another collection of order lines. When you normalize the one-to-many, you have multiple tables, multiple collections, and here it references the order ID and the product and adds a quantity on it. I have 1,000,000 orders there because I already inserted some before, and it's time to query it. I will query it to find the last order for a specific product in a specific country. To do that in MongoDB, because I have multiple collections, I need an aggregation pipeline that starts with the order. To get information from the customer, it lookup, it joins to the customers. And to get information about the product, it has to look up the order lines, and for each order line, look up for the product that is referenced there. And only after all those joins, I can finally apply my filtering on customer country and filtering on the product title. And in addition to that, because I want only the last order, I sort on the order date and add a limit 1. And the query is running, but it takes long. Let's wait. Okay, we are back a few seconds later, and we have our result with the last order for country Switzerland, and that has in the order item the book we were looking for. But this query took too long. We need to improve that. And the first step to improve it will be looking at the data model, storing together what is accessed together. I will embed all necessary information into a single document. For that, I will insert a new order that is very similar, but will follow my new version of the schema. In this document, I have the same information about the order, but I have the full information added about the customer. Maybe not all information I have, but at least the information that I need for my query, especially the one where I will have a filter on. Then I will embed also the order lines as an array because it's a one-to-many, but with a document, we can put all that. Here are the 3 products that are ordered there. I have the quantity, I have the product ID, but I have all information about the product, especially the title, because I will filter on the title. This is all in the document. Let's run this insert, and I will run my query again, finding the last order for a specific country of the customer and a specific title for the product. I don't need an aggregation pipeline anymore for that because I have a single collection. So I query this collection with a find. First, I put the filters, the 2 filters that I have on the customer country, and the order lines product title, and they are already there in the document. I just use the dot notation to find the path, and I add to that a sort on the order date and a limit just to get the latest order after this. And you have seen it, it's fast. The result comes immediately here. And I did that even without any index. The only thing I did for the moment was embedding what is accessed together, especially the filters. We look at the execution plan because when we want to tune further, we need to understand where the time is spent. If I look at the execution plan, just running the same query, but with an explain execution stats, I can see that this is a collection scan. So still, without any index, it has read 1 million documents, but it didn't have to look up to other documents. All information were there to apply the filter on the country and the title. And then once the filter was applied on less documents, it had to sort them to get only the last one. There is a limit amount of one. And then that can return the one document expected, the one order expected by the result. It had to examine 1 million documents for that. And we can still improve it. The query was fast, but if I have more and more orders in this collection, it will take longer because it is a collection scan. Then we enter the second step in our indexing, in our performance tuning method. Indexing, create an index that will serve the filters. And the filters are equality filters, range filters, but also when I sort and limit, this is a filter because it takes only one document out of many. I create an index that starts with the equality filter, with the fields that are used in equality filters, because it's easy to find them in the index that is sorted. And because the index is sorted, I can add to the key the order date that I will use to avoid a sort, because it can seek directly to the first entry for a specific country and a specific title, and go directly to the beginning or the end of the range, depending if we want it ascending or descending. It can find directly the entry that we want. I run my query again with directly the explain execution statistics to look how it is better. I don't have enough data to see a big difference in the response time, but I can see how it is scalable from the execution plan. Here, it was not a collection scan, it was an index scan that happened. So the index scan can use the index bounds going directly to specific ranges. So it has seek into the index directly to the beginning of a range on the country Switzerland, the one that we were querying, and within this range, a sub-range with the title. So it goes directly to what we went with equality filters. And there is an additional index bound here on the order date. This doesn't filter anything by itself because I'm looking from the minimum to the maximum value, but it means that it is ordered. And then on top of that, because there is a fetch and a limit, there is not even a sort stage because it's already known as being sorted from the index scan, and then it can just read the one first document from the index scan. The index, I created it ascending, so it was a backward scan just to get the latest one. So the summary of the execution plan tells me that it's very efficient in the index scan because it has examined only one key for my result, and then it has read only one document for my result. And that's already very good. You can stop there. If you are happy with the execution plan, if you are happy with the response time, this is perfect. But you can do better. You can do better if this document that we read is very large, and finally we don't want to read it because we want only a few fields from them. Then you can enter the third optional step, where we will add a projection to the query, and we will cover the projection by the index. Here is my query with the same filter, but I realized that I don't need to show the full document. I need only the customer name and the order date. I already know the country and the product title because that was in my filter, and I just asked for the latest one. So I want the order date and more information about the customer. I run this. So my result is smaller. This is the only information that I need to display, for example, to the user. And now that I have specified a projection, I can improve my index. Here I will create another one that starts with the same key, but I add to the key more information, the information that I have in the projection only, not in the filter. I create this index and I will run the same query, my query with the filter and the projection, and we will look at the execution statistics from it. So of course, this is fast. And if we look at the index scan, it looks very similar to the previous one. Let me check the index scan there. So same idea, it goes directly to the right values in the index bounds. All other dates are in the bound there, but they are ordered. And there is this additional customer name that doesn't filter anything else because it goes from the minimum to the maximum, but that's just the advantage to be there in the index entry, which means that when we read that above the index scan, we can just do the projection, getting the customer name and the country without even going to the document. There is no fetch stage to the document. We have all information for the projection. The limit just takes the first one that comes. There is no sort because the index entries are sorted. So finally, I have my result, my one document result, with only one key examined from the index, like before, but even not reading the document, 0 document examined here. So this is the best index that we can do for this query with a total document examined that is 0. It pulls the answer directly from the index. That's useful if you have very big documents. If you have small documents with a few fields, doesn't matter. If you find this breakdown helpful, I've put the full schema and queries in a blog post where you can reproduce it and test different queries on it. To wrap up, you should stop thinking in tables like in relational databases. You can embed what you use together, and this opens more compound index possibilities. Then you index your filters, including pagination with sort and limit, because it's also a filter. And then, but only if you need it, you can not only index the filters, but index the projection if you take care to put a projection in the query. And I always look at the execution plan to be sure that it is scalable and that it reads only the keys and the documents that are needed for the result. Then I know that the query is not only fast, but scalable.